Everyone saw the final score: USA 4. Paraguay won 4 goals. One dominant performance. One nation celebrating. Most fans watched the highlights, cheered the goals, and moved on. They saw exactly what they were supposed to see. But there was one moment inside this match that almost nobody caught. A moment so quiet, so subtle, that it passed by in real time without a single headline. A moment that did not involve a goal. A moment that did not involve a save. And a moment that had nothing to do with the player everyone is talking about right now. Yet this one moment quietly decided everything that followed. By the end of this video, I will show you exactly what it was, exactly where it happened, and the proof hidden inside the match footage itself. Stay with me. The headlines were easy to write. USA dominated. Paraguay collapsed. 4 goals, 1 response, and it was never really close. Post-match coverage focused on the attacking display, the clinical finishing, and the confidence. This group is now playing with fans praise the performance. Analysts call it a statement result. Social media was flooded with clips of every single goal. And on the surface, all of that makes sense because the scoreline does tell a story. But here is the problem. The scoreline only tells you what happened. It does not tell you why it happened. So suddenly, it does not explain the exact moment the match flipped. And it does not show you the thing that was happening off the ball, away from the camera, in a part of the pitch most viewers were not watching, because the most important moment of this entire match does not appear on the scoreboard. It does not get replayed on television. It does not get clipped and posted online, and nobody is debating it in any post-match show, but it decided the result. And that is exactly what we are going to find. Now, if you watch this match and were asked to identify the turning point, you might point to the opening goal. That first goal shifted the momentum. It settled the nerves. It put USA in control early. That is a reasonable answer. Others might point to the second half surge. The period when USA added goals in quick succession in Paraguay simply had no answer. Also reasonable. And some will point to the Paraguay equalizer, that brief moment when the scoreline was level and the match felt genuinely alive. Because for a short window, Paraguay was competitive. Their shape was holding, their press was working, and the match could have gone in a different direction. But here is what none of those explanations actually answer. Why did Paraguay's structure suddenly collapse? Why did the spaces open up so quickly? Why did USA suddenly find so much room in behind, so much freedom between the lines, so much time on the ball in dangerous area? None of those turning points fully explain it. The real answer is somewhere else entirely, and once you see it, you will not be able to unsee it. When you go back and watch this match carefully, something starts to emerge, a pattern, not in the goals, not in the saves, not in the obvious moments, but in the structure, in the shape, in the small tactical details that most viewers completely missed in real time. Watch what Paraguay is doing in the first 30 minutes. Their lines are compact, their press is organized. Their defensive shape is disciplined. They are making it difficult. They are staying connected. They are denying space. Now watch what happens after a very specific moment. The lines start to stretch. The press becomes disorganized. The gaps between the defensive and midfield units grow wider. And suddenly, USA are finding space that simply did not exist before. This is not random. This is not fatigue. This is the direct result of one adjustment that USA made minus one decision that Paraguay never found an answer to. We are almost there. This is where the match becomes genuinely fascinating. Because if you freeze the footage and compare what was happening before and after this specific moment, the difference is impossible to ignore. Before this moment, Paraguay compact, organized, dangerous on the counter. After this moment, Paraguay stretched, reactive, completely unable to stop what was coming. The passing lanes changed, the pressing triggers changed, the spaces changed, and within just a few minutes of this adjustment taking effect, USA scored, then scored again, then scored again. The game belonged entirely to the United States. Not because Paraguay gave up, not because USA got lucky, but because of something precise, something deliberate, something that was planned before this match even kicked off. One small moment, one hidden detail, and it broke Paraguay completely. Here is what almost nobody saw. In the 38th minute, USA made a subtle but decisive tactical shift in their pressing structure. their left winger, instead of tracking back to his normal defensive position, began pressing Paraguay's right center back aggressively while simultaneously cutting the passing lane to the fullback. This small adjustment forced Paraguay to go long. Going long bypassed their own midfield. And bypassing their own midfield meant their press immediately became uncoordinated because their triggers were based on short build-up play. Watch the footage from this exact moment. Before this press shift, Paraguay complete passes comfortably from the back. After this press shift, they are immediately under pressure, going direct, losing second balls and conceding territory. 3 minutes later, USA score. 6 minutes later, USA score again. The avalanche had begun. The scoreboard says 4-1. But the real story was never about the goals. It was about 38 minutes in, one pressing adjustment, one player out of position on purpose, and one tactical decision that Paraguay had no answer for. That was the hidden moment. That was the thing nobody saw. And now, at last, you have seen it too.